What is the number one best lead magnet for getting high-ticket coaching clients? That's what we're going to talk about today. Because the problem that most coaches have is they have no idea exactly what to do to get somebody to go from clicking on their site or their ad to becoming a high-ticket client. What do you do in between? Because you can't just run people to a calendar and go, book a call, and then, you can buy my coaching. Doesn't work. And one of the biggest mistakes coaches make is they treat people who they've never met, so cold traffic, people from ads and stuff like that, the same as they do warm traffic, which would be a referral, somebody who's been following you for a long time, somebody who's maybe you met before at a conference or something like that, connections that you have. And so what we often do with those is you will maybe put a post on Facebook or wherever you post, if you do, and say, hey, I got some spots for my coaching program, and you'll get 3-4 people reach out, and then you message with them, and you're like, how you doing? I remember that conference you were at, so on and so forth, and then you book them on a call. And then guess what happens? You turn your ads on to go get the cold traffic, and it's just chaos. It's just garbage leads, everything's bad, nothing's working, right? So how do you bridge this so that you can get people who've never met you to become a client within, 24 to 48 hours. Here's the options you have. So we're going to talk about 4 different options. And the final one is the best one, in my opinion. It's the one I use, spend about $1 million a year on it, okay? Driving people to it. The first option, which we see right now, and you see how this is taking somebody from an ad to a calendar to book a call. So basically what this does is you'll see coaches who create an ad, whether a video ad or text ad, saying, here's what I do, here's why I'm awesome, here's why you should work with me, click the link, book a call. And so your people will see the ad on Facebook ads or Instagram, they'll click the link, and it just takes them to a calendar and they can book a call. Here's why this is a really bad idea. The problem with this strategy is there's just no relationship. These people have no idea who you are, what you do, anything like that. And so the people who will book a call are really just people who always do that kind of thing. They're like, oh, that's interesting. And they are interested in the moment. They book the call and they're not going to show up, okay? So your show up rate with that strategy to an actual call is going to be borderline horrific. It's not going to be profitable, in my opinion, unless you're getting super cheap clicks. But the thing is, even if it is profitable, do you really want to do it? Do you really want your calendar full of people coming in on a Monday morning going like, wow, I got like 10 calls of people who want to work with me, and like 8 of them no show, and the 2 who show up are like, yeah, I don't remember. What happened? Who are you? Why are you calling me? Why are you spamming me? Right? Like, what are you talking about? You clicked my ad, you read it, you booked the call. They're like, no, I didn't. So even if it does work, and it did work, terrible option. A lot of people used to use this strategy in the early days when ads were super cheap and competition was low. And even then, it was limited at best. I don't recommend that option, okay? The second option, which is a little better but not much, is taking people to a lead magnet, okay? And this is basically taking them to a page, and on that page, you're going to get them to give you their name and email in exchange for an ebook or a free report, which are similar. What would an ebook be? Ebook would be probably something longer. Free report would be a couple pages type thing. And so you redirect them to a page, and they can download it, and they can read it, and go from there. Here's what they're not going to do. They're going to give you their email, and they're going to redirect it to that page. That's automatic. But what they're not going to do is print out your ebook or your free report and go to their backyard and make their favorite drink, sit down and read it with a highlighter and pen and make notes on it and be like, oh my gosh, this is the most amazing thing ever. And then book a call and be like, how do I book a call with this coach? Wow, I need what they have. This is amazing. Okay? What's going to happen is you might get, maybe if you're good and your stuff is super unique, a 10 to 15% consumption rate. Meaning, if 100 people register, maybe 10 or 15 of them will actually read the thing that you gave them. More than likely not, it's going to be around 5%. It's not really going to work, okay? Because it's just low value and it's hard to consume. It's just like people are distracted, busy stuff. So they're going to be like, I'll come back to that. And they're not going to come back to that. It's just human nature, okay? So that's why it is one of the lower options. Now, obviously, you do have their email address, so you can email them, follow up with them on your autoresponder automatically. Did you get the report? How did you like it? Would you like to book a call? You can do all that automatically, right? But at the same time, it's really not, it doesn't make a lot of sense and it's not worth it. So what is the third option? The third option is what we call a video sales letter, a VSL, or just a video, okay? So you same thing. You're going to run them from an ad, and you're going to take them to a registration page. They give you their name and email, maybe their phone number, and you're going to and it's going to automatically redirect them to a video. What's the difference between a video and a video sales letter, or VSL? Well, the difference is a video is just going to be like some really good information. You're just going to like give them some amazing content, teach them some cool stuff, and probably not have much of a call to action. Maybe you're going to say, hey, if you like what you've heard and you want more and you think I can help, book a call, here's the link. That would be more of a video, okay? A VSL is a video sales letter. It's literally a sales process. You're taking them through a video specifically designed to get them to book a call. And it can be 15, 20 minutes or whatever. So, and at the end of it, you want them to book a call. Now, the problem with the video sales letter and video strategy is the consumption rate, okay? Because again, when people register, the video is going to be there and it's going to be on pause, okay? And most browsers will not autoplay it, even if it's, you know, it just doesn't, especially on mobile. Those are not going to autoplay. So it's going to be on pause. So they're going to have to play it. They're going to have to press play. And the problem is, again, only in my experience, 20 to 30, maybe 40% of people are pressing play. So you're not going to get a very high good play rate. 30% if you're, you know, on average. That's not very high. So now we got a 30% play rate, which isn't the greatest thing in the world. So again, it's a little better than an ebook and way better than add to a call. So what is the best option? Well, the final option that I want to explain to you is what we use, and I'm going to explain it to you. But before I do that, I just want to remind you, I need you to do two real quick things. The first one is, can you hit the like button so I know you like this, so I can get you more videos out there like this. The second thing I need you to do is hit the subscribe button somewhere around here. The reason why I need you to hit the subscribe button is because you're not going to get notified of the new videos that I have coming out unless you hit the subscribe button. And I have a lot of videos. And again, we spend about $1 million a year on Facebook ads and getting clients. And then what I do is I take that information of what we're learning, what's testing, what we're finding, and I share it for free on these videos, okay? So one video, you know, who knows the kind of impact it could have on your business. Again, it's all free, and I got a whole bunch coming down the pipeline in production that I think are really going to help you. But the only way you're going to know if those get released is if you hit the subscribe button. So do that now, and let's get to the number one best lead magnet, I believe, for getting high-ticket coaching clients, which is a automated webinar funnel, okay? Not live, okay? Why not live? Because again, the problem is when you're running ads, you want to run the ads continuously. And when you run the ads continuously, it's really hard to do live webinars. And again, live webinars have low show-up rates, and it's just not good. So we recommend a automated webinar that starts every 15 minutes or so, and it just goes, okay? Why? Number one is the consumption rate, okay? Over the last 30,000 people who have watched my webinar, our show-up rate's over 30%, or sorry, over 70%. So 70% of people coming from cold traffic are registering for this webinar. 70%, okay? Good luck ever getting that off your ebook, your video sales letter, and stuff like that. 70%. And they come through, and people are in a different mindset where with a webinar, you can teach better, you can help them understand things in a little more detail, you can build a deeper relationship. It's a more education experience, so when they get to the end of that webinar and book a call, they're a lot more qualified, and they have a higher show-up rate to work with you, okay? So it's a way better experience for your visitor in your sales process, okay? Now, there are some downsides. What are the downsides? the cost to get a webinar registration is going to be higher than if you just send them to an ebook, right? If you send people, hey, sign up for my ebook and I'll give you this free link, well, it's a pretty small commitment. They don't have to do much. They just have to give their name and email and wait for the ebook to show up, right? Or the report. Whereas a webinar, they have to show up, they have to watch it. So, excuse me, so you're asking for a little bigger of a commitment. But the good thing is it shows they're more qualified. So who do you want? You want somebody who registered for an ebook and then never reads it, and you got to pound them with email follow-ups to get them to do anything, or somebody who sees your webinar, signs up for it, gives their name, their email, their phone number, and then waits 10, 15 minutes for it to show up and watches the whole thing and then books a call. You tell me. Logically, that's why I believe it's the absolute best lead magnet for getting high-ticket coaching clients. Then when they're on your email list, because they're going to sign up to your email list, you're going to be able to follow up with them too to see if they can book calls off that. So for all those reasons, I believe this is the best lead magnet for getting high-ticket coaching clients from cold traffic like Facebook ads. Now, what I'd like you to do here, again, subscribe so I can get you more videos. The next thing I want to do is I have a webinar as well here that I think you should register for. If this is you, if you're spending too much time on organic stuff, free traffic, posting, joining groups to try and find people, creating endless amount of content, or you got Facebook ads that are not incredibly profitable and you have no idea what to do. If any of those describe you, in the pinned comment section, there's a link to my upcoming webinar on the 300-word Facebook ad strategy and snowball system I use to attract qualified high-ticket coaching clients that I've used for years. And in fact, in the last few years, I've spent over $2.8 million on Facebook ads. And what I do is in that webinar is I distill in there all the things I've screwed up, the lessons and secrets that I've learned so that I can give them to you so that hopefully you can use it to get lots of coaching clients. So click the link in the pinned comment section to get access to that webinar. We'll see you over there.